Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel here. It's been a while. It's been about a month since the Santana concert, and I haven't posted anything. Just 'cause I haven't had anything happening with my albums. My collection has pretty much stayed the same. I've been playing, cleaning, all the same stuff. But as you can tell, I got a new setup. So it's not finished. I got to change a few things. The speakers aren't staying on here. I've ordered stands and all this other fun stuff. So when that happens, hopefully I'll have a setup video coming your way where I can show you my setup and how I play albums. That's coming your way. I know I keep telling everybody that, but trust me, it's on the way. I've had these plans for a while now, and so it's just slow moving. Excuse me, but I didn't want to make a setup video before I changed everything, because why would I do that? So this is like my dream setup, and it's almost complete. So as soon as it is complete, you guys will be the first to hear about it. But I'm pleased with it. Looks nice. My whole room is kind of redone. So it's nice. So over the weekend, about a month ago, I placed an album. I placed an order for a box set, excuse me, and it just came in Friday, and I was sick over the weekend, so I didn't even have the motivation to open it, but I finally opened it. I haven't played any of them yet, but I'm planning on it, and yeah, it's pretty neat. So without further ado, this is the Let It Be 50th Anniversary box set. How cool is that, huh? So, neat stuff. Put a little closer. So, I placed this order back in September, and it just came in on October the 15th, so last Friday. It's really, really neat. It's solid material. It's got, I think, 4 records plus a EP. And so it's got a whole bunch of outtakes and jams and session tapes, similar to the previous box sets that we've checked out. So really, really cool stuff. Yeah, it's really, really cool. It comes with, I'll open it up and show you. I don't know why I put it down. I'll open it up and show you guys. So it comes with this beautiful hardback book here, talking about the band. It's got pictures. Beautiful, beautiful book. Look at that. How nice is that? Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So, the hardback book is really, really nice. I always love when the best part of a box set for me, besides the albums of course, is always the hardback book. If it has a paper book, that's so-so, but a hardback book is always the highlight of the set, because 50 years from now, when you look back and you check it out, you've got a nice hardback book that probably hasn't been as worn as a paper one would have been. So then it comes with of course, the original album. It's been remastered, and this is made out of a hard plastic type of thing. Your older albums are like a paper, cardboard type of sleeve, whereas modern day they're more commonly used with plastic, which is nice. Always love that plastic because they're just cleaner. They're cleaner, shinier, and of course, over the long term, they will look a lot better. So, this is the bulk right here. This is the good stuff. These are the session tapes. These are the session tapes, the jams, the conversations. There's a whole lot of talking in this. There's in between songs, there's speeches, and they write on the back speeches, where the Beatles are talking and they're trying to figure out stuff about the album or songs or bands or the band as a whole. It's really, really beautiful, really cool stuff. It opens up. It's got a beautiful gape fold, as you can tell. So it's always cool to have the remastered, but this is what sells, is the studio outtakes, jams, all that other stuff. You got the EP, which is the Beatles Get Back, obviously a recreation of their famous Please Please Me album, their first album. And so they went back to the hotel where they shot that, and now they're all hippified, they're hanging over the edge with all their hair and all the fun stuff. So neat, a whole bunch of cool songs on here. Get Back, Don't Let Me Down, of course. Let It Be, Maggie May, Two of Us, Teddy Boy, For You Blue, all the good stuff. And then this is the Glenn Johns mix. So it was originally produced. The album was originally produced by Phil Spector, but this is the Glenn Johns mix, and so these are different productions of all of the songs and unreleased versions of the songs. So it's just kind of fun because it gives you a different outcome of what it could have been, and different versions of your favorite songs. So neat stuff. There's a couple scuffs on these. I don't know how that happens. Just in shipping, I guess. I don't know, but I'll try to clean that. There's a mark on there. But yeah, so that's that. I've heard, I haven't played any of the albums, but I played it on my phone. My speakers are Bluetooth, and so I've played some of the album, and the outtakes are really cool. They're really phenomenal. On the studio tapes here, there's one. So something that I thought was really cool was there are about 2, maybe 3 non-Beatles songs on here. What I mean is there are solo Beatles songs. So of course, if you've ever heard John's song, Give Me Some Truth, he wanted it to be a Beatles song. And so here is a studio tape with him and Paul singing Give Me Some Truth, which is, when I heard that, it blew my mind because, on his album, when it came out, it's only him on it, and it's Phil Spectorized, and you hear the wall of sound and blah blah blah. But here it's toned back, they're just strumming, and it's him and Paul singing the song together. Can you imagine if that had been a Beatles song? I mean, how cool would that have been? Probably wouldn't have worked. It was too political for the Beatles, but still neat to think about. And to hear Paul singing it, that's neat. But what's also cool is George sings All Things Must Pass. He sings All Things Must Pass on here. He wanted it to be a Beatles song. And so how crazy would that have been? It's just neat, the Beatles singing their solo work, trying to incorporate it. And it makes you think, John had that song, Give Me Some Truth, for a while before he was able to produce it on his own. So neat stuff. I wanted to show you guys the opening of the book has a passage titled Forward by Paul, and he writes this passage explaining the process of the album, and how much he enjoyed it, and he talks about the new film coming out, and how it corresponds with the album. If you haven't heard, there's a documentary coming out called, it's a concert film documentary that is coming out about Let It Be, and they had shot so many hours of footage during the production. I mean, it was like cameras were on nonstop because they were planning to make a movie. Well, then the budget fell through and time got cut short, and they kind of scrapped one together. Well, they went back and found all this tape, and there's like over 6 hours of it. And so they've combed through all of this tape, and they've put together 6 hours of documentary and studio tapes of the Beatles hanging out, playing these songs, rehearsing, and trying to figure out what they wanted their last concert to be. That's a huge topic from what we see in the trailer and everything. It's called Get Back. It comes out November, I think 25th. Yeah, Thanksgiving Day it'll be out. So I'm super excited about it. There's 3 parts. Each part is 2 hours apiece, and total it'll be 6 hours of content. So they definitely plan to correspond this with that. But so I wanted to read the bottom passage here. Paul talks about how he had always thought that the original film was sad because it was about them breaking up, and it had a darker tone, and how they were all going their different ways and all of this other stuff. So he had always seen Let It Be as a sad experience. But he remarks that upon the creation of this album and the new film and everything, he has a different perspective, and he recalled the happy times that they had together as a group, and so he closes it by saying, "It is how I want to remember the Beatles." Wow. When I read that, chills. It gave me chills. Just because how neat is that? Paul, it is how I want to remember the Beatles. Wow. I mean, it's just really, really neat. Just shows they were all friends who got caught up in fame, and their creativity was all branching in different directions, and they had different ideas about what to do. But in the end, they were all friends, and they were a big group, and they loved each other, and they just wanted to play music. And so, as a hardcore Beatles fan, that just really hit home. And then Paul signs it, and it's just neat. But yeah, no, I can't in any way. I cannot understate, I guess, yeah. What is the word? I cannot. Wow, total brain fart. I cannot make light of the impact they have had on my life. The Beatles, their music, their personalities, it changed my life. It has forever impacted me. It is music I will carry with me my entire life. And thankfully, we live at a time where I can carry it with me everywhere. That through my cell phone, I have it wherever I go instead of having to, carry around records. But yeah, no, the Beatles are what inspired me to learn more about music, and they inspired me to play guitar, and all of those things. So hearing him say that was just powerful. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got. So I think I'm gonna go spin some of these. Keep your eyes out for a setup video, as well as I placed an order for another box set. I'm sure you're surprised. It'll be in next Tuesday. I placed an order. Tattoo You, the Stones album, Tattoo You, is turning 40, and the Stones are coming out with a 40th anniversary box set. So I placed an order for that. It'll be in next Tuesday, so stay tuned for a video about that as well. And that'll be coming soon, as well as a setup tour that will be coming soon as I'm finished, as soon as I have everything where I want it to be. So that will be coming at you. Make sure, as always, to like and subscribe, and hit that bell notification. If you hit that bell notification, it will let you know anytime that I post. That way you're always up to date and you don't ever miss out. So with that being said, comment down below what you would like to see, and if you're a fan of the album, what's your favorite track off of it? I've got 3, of course. Let It Be is great. Probably not my favorite, but it's great. Get Back is really good. One of my favorites on here that I don't think gets a lot of attention is Across the Universe. What a beautiful song. What a beautiful song. So that being said, guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.
Morning, everybody. Another bright day. Morning, camera.
Beatle George Harrison, above, is due in court here today to answer assault charges. Harrison is accused of assaulting a photographer last May as he and Beatle Ringo Starr left a nightclub. Hey! Wearing raincoats, standing so low in the sun. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Go on, Al.
What? You what?
I just said go on, Al. That's the...
Don't interrupt stars when they're recording. We're bloody stars, you know.
Don't come in.
Cheek.
And now your host for this evening, the Bottles.
Jojo was a man. A bit faster, do you think? A bit faster.
1, 2, 3.